This podcast is brought to you by Men's T Clinic. Men's T Clinic is the team I trust with my total wellness optimization, and so should you. 5 DFW locations with North Frisco, El Dorado Parkway at Dallas North Tollway now open. Call 972-GO-MEN'S-T or visit mensteclinic.com.
Oh, thanks, everyone. I have two announcements. First, we didn't use Easy Cater for this meeting, which is why the food never arrived. Also, and I just thought of this, effective immediately, everyone will be paid in wildly volatile cryptocurrency. You're all now billionaires. And now you're broke.
Bad ideas happen when there's no food for the meeting. So make sure it's on time and as ordered from more than 80,000 restaurants. Now, Easy Cater.
You're rich again. And now you're not.
Order 24/7 on easycater.com.
Thompson gets it into Asmus, up the far side, into the front court. Asmus, three for the win from the wing. Front of the rim, no! It bounces out, and Arkansas wins. The Arkansas Razorbacks are going to the Elite Eight for the first time since 1995. Arkansas is among the final 8 remaining.
That looked online. I was like, oh, that's going in, but it did not. That was the audio from Westwood 1. This is Sean and RJ. What quarterback does San Francisco want at 3? Are the Dolphins smart for committing to Tua? And who are the Eagles going to get at 12 to surround Jalen Hurts? Dalton Miller, our NFL draft analyst. We're about to put this guy to work. We'll be in studio at 8 o'clock answering all the questions and the ramifications from the huge NFL deal on Friday. But let's just get some of this stuff out of the way. I guess I'll start with RJ and what he wrote me last night about Sister Jean with Loyola losing to Oregon State. Now, RJ doesn't know that I don't read his emails word for word on the air, but when it comes to Sister Jean, the vitriol and the lack of class and the hatred for this poor old woman who any year could be watching her final NCAA basketball games, I mean, it just comes out when I'm reading it, so I copy and paste it. So I'm going to read it after Oregon State moved on. This is RJ Choppy's email. I guess this means that her prayer of good luck and her scouting report sucked. But I can't say that because I didn't hear anything about it. You know why? Because they lost. And when they win, she gets the credit. And when they lose, it's on the players. Such is life. For the world's favorite old fart, I guess now she'll have to go back to putting Jesus first instead of herself. That line right there. I mean, that's a cold-blooded line right there. She'll have to go back to put Jesus first instead of herself. What a novel idea for a nun. That is the prep work sent last night at around 5:45 Central Standard Time by Ralph James Choppy.
You know, I'm proud of myself with some of the lines in there. Now, listen, I fully am aware that, Sister Jean doesn't dictate the coverage that she gets. A lot of this is my anger with the coverage that she's getting, not with her. I'm upset because the media is putting her above the players or the coach, and it's just crazy. They're not the fighting sister. Nobody cares about her pregame pep talk, prayer, okay? And it had nothing to do with whether or not they won. I don't
try
care
that
about
again.
Huh?
You'll try that
right?
again.
I know. But there she is sitting over there.
Pregame prep talk prayer.
Yeah, she's sitting over there with her Bernie mittens on, just watching a game and clapping with the back of her hand. You know, my mom does this because my mom's arthritis is so bad. Her knuckles are all fused together, so she's backhanded. But whatever. Look, I'll never be as nice of a person as Sister Jean will. I'll never be seated. Well, I hope to be seated at the right hand of the Father, but I won't be as close to him as she is. And I won't get there as quickly. But, I'm glad that I don't have to hear any more interviews or press conferences, and we can wait till next year. And I hope she makes it to next year. I hope she's here for the tournament next year so I can hate on her again.
Well, you know what's going to happen. She's going something unfortunate. Her time may run out before the next NCAA tournament, and this will be on your conscience, the lasting words that you said about this woman after something might happen to her. This could be her last NCAA tournament experience, and your words will have stained it.
Sean, she's on Cameo.
Well, you could be on Cameo. What does that matter?
Is she on Cameo?
Yeah, she's on Cameo.
She's charging $150 on Cameo. She's charging more than Winston from the Ghostbusters.
It's probably going to the church. Hopefully it's going to the church.
I hope so.
Hopefully it says that in there. All right, Troy played the audio of Arkansas ending the magical run of Oral Roberts. That was the best game on Saturday. 72-70, the Hogs advance. I don't know whether to read these. I don't want to get in trouble. I have to rely on Troy with the dump button, but I went and gathered up the internet's reaction to Oral Roberts getting eliminated. I'm just going to read them.
All right, I'm going to go warm up my breakfast. Go ahead.
Okay, you can nix it. You can. I mean, you're the one in control here when these types of. All right, let's see how far we can go. Of course, Oral Roberts blows it. We don't need this music. Arkansas never lets Oral take them down. There's a picture of the former president on there that loves Arkansas and Nolan Richardson. Rest in peace, Oral jokes. Someone wrote came too soon. Oral left with a bad taste in their mouth. A real tough run there. Nothing to hang your head about. Oral gags down the stretch, could not finish. Oral was great and lasted more than 39 minutes, but those final few seconds were surprisingly disappointing. That is the commentary and reaction on Twitter to the loss of the Oral Roberts basketball team and their fantastic NCAA tournament run.
It was a great run. It was a tough one to swallow for Oral there, Sean. It really was. And I've never seen Oral disappoint in a Sweet 16 before. But it finally does. See what happened there. It was a really good run by them. It really was. Like, all jokes aside, a 15 seed nearly making an Elite Eight. Was remarkable. And they became the darlings of the tournament. They really did. They were, this was not nearly, though, because we have seen this before. Remember Florida Gulf Coast, Dunk City. That was a team that we will never see the hype that we saw since that. Dunk City was amazing.
That's the USC head coach now.
Yeah, Andy Enfield. Yeah. They were. That was a fun team to watch, man. Sherwood Brown and Comer and Fielder. I mean, they had great players on that team, and they brought them all back the next year except for Brown.
All right, let's get to the Longhorns and what this says about their program, who should be on their Shaka replacement list after Shaka Smart left the Longhorns for Marquette and Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Chris Beard is the name that everyone is focusing on right now. Who else? What's the order of the replacement list in your mind, and what does this say about the sports programs right now in Austin overall?
Well, I think the order is Beard 1. He's a Texas guy. And I would call him first because I think Cal's going to say no, and you want to make sure that he's your number one, and and he knows that he's your number one.
All right, showtime. You ready?
Born ready.
Great. Did you bring the dongle?
What's a dongle?
Never mind. We'll just show him on your laptop.
I was supposed to bring my laptop?
Don't panic. You shared the presentation with me, right?
I forgot.
Well, if you log in, then we can...
My password. I was about to say I forgot my password.
You ordered the food through EasyCater, right?
Yes?
We'll be fine.
Food can make or break a presentation, so make sure you order at EasyCater.com. Individually packaged food delivered right on time. How? EasyCater.
Hey, let's talk like radio announcers.
What should we talk about?
How about Star One Credit Union?
Why Star One?
Because Star One has great summer rates on auto loans.
There's sizzling summer rates.
The hottest auto loans in years.
I think I'll check them out at star1.org.
Okay, let's stop talking like announcers now.
Special auto loans through September 10th at Star One.
Okay, we can stop now.
Come get the star treatment at Star One.
No, seriously, stop.
Go to star1.org.